feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Got some room at the 30, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's mic. Watch 57.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You punk. 19 tight. 19 tight. 57's the mic. Mark 57. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Prove it, 19.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A run for Snell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. from the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Able to slither by. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
now it's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
44-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now, Snell. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Snell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Snell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm going back to you. Check it out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
His defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to number
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Just like that.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Now Snell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards.
Cincinnati.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
57's Mike 57.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
35-yard line.
They'll run with Snell. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Steelers 15.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Joe Mixon.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. It's Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 15.
Second and 15. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at his own 10. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Snell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 9 now. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now a give here to Snell. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Snell again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, Snell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 29 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a foot race. The 20.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
All the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Austin Seibert on for the
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And a Bengal first down.
First down, here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.